to I'll start the recording, and I'll have you on your belly this morning. And just take a moment here to get connected to your breathing. Why we talked about this yesterday, as you tune into the sound of breath, the sensation of breath, you're also tuning out, like selectively tuning out of anything that will not serve you for our 45 minutes together. Slow inhale. And slowly exhale. Good, it's 2. It's 1. And then wherever you are, let's just come into our half frog. Get started with our hip opening. That was one of the requests for class today. We're going to take it easy and focus on hip opening. So half frog on the right side, you'll bring your knee so it's in line with your hip, and then toes turned out to the right side. I always like to turn my head so that one side of my head is down for half frog, but you can also keep your forehead down if that feels good. Good, just breathe. One. And then we'll open up into a T shape. From here, I want you to push into your right palm. So you'll bend your right arm, push into that palm, and just roll over. Let's open up our shoulder on the, the left side. Okay, options there to swing yourself all the way around like I've done. Options also there to bend your knees up to your chest in the fetal position. And for full expression, we can take our right arm away and just rest it somewhere, either on your hip or behind your back, whatever's a fit for you. Good, it's 2. And we'll come back through center. And then just go for half frog on the other side. So you'll bend your left knee up, knee in line with your hip, toes turned out to the side. Maybe switch and bring the other side of your head down if that felt good on the other one. Good, breathe here. Two. Awesome, take 1. And when you're ready, you'll open up into your T shape, bend into the left side, and then roll over your right, okay? Finding your shoulder opener. I like to get there slowly, okay? So you might just start by leaning into it a little bit, and then you'll go for your full expression, whatever that feels like today. Good, breathe. So little note for you, if you're ever doing this one, you want to go even deeper, you'll bend the bottom arm. So I'll just show you because it's hard to see. So we do this pose with the right arm long, palm is flat, and then we turn over that shoulder. For even deeper, you'll bend like this and like cactus the bottom arm. For me, it's way too much of a shoulder opener, but if you can get there, you can try it. And then you'll slowly make your way back to center. Let's bring our hands just up to the corners of our mat. It's a little inhale. We're gonna lead, just roll ourselves up, come up. And then as you exhale, you lead with your sternum, you make your way down. Again, let your head hang on the way up. Leading with your back body on the way up, and then leading with your sternum on your way down. Good, once more. Good, lower. We'll tuck our toes, push into your palms, come up to your tabletop. I want you to take one moment, just find stillness in tabletop. Can you stack your shoulders over wrists? Stack your hips over your knees, let your head hang heavy. Awesome, and then when you're ready, we'll start to move, okay? Let the movement come naturally. You go slow. Good. Yeah, you sway, circle. If it fits for you, make your way into cat-cow. Eventually, if it doesn't, you keep it nice and slow here. Good, just 2 breaths. Awesome. Let's come to center when you're done. And then I want you to just pick up your right leg, bring it through. Let's start in a low lunge today. So come up to stand. Hips square, shoulders square, not stand, you know what I mean. It's the lunge. And then you'll play with it, right? As you come forward, it's a deeper stretch. As you go back, you loosen up. So something that I found really helpful, I saw it in another instructor's class, but bringing one hand to my belly, one hand to my back, just to feel the core engagement, right? It comes in every pose, like here, less important, but you could blow out your back if you go too far. But poses like airplane or warrior 3, if your core is not engaged, you won't be able to hold it. Okay, when you're ready, you'll go into your furthest expression of the lunge and just bring your hands down to either side of your right foot. This one is gonna feel weird. Okay, you'll feel like a little bit of a pinching at your hip, right? And try, not pinching, it should feel like compression. Try to stay with it, just breathe. Good, we have 2. One. All right, follow me. We're gonna lift our back knee off the mat, our left knee. Then you're gonna crawl to the left side and just take a wide-legged fold to start today. I hate turning away from you in this one, so I'm gonna come check in. But yeah, you're in a wide-legged fold facing the left side of your mat, and let your self hinge from your hips. Good. And let this first fold be like really, really simple. You're not going all the way to your edge. Just playing with that nice strong core, rooting into your heel, straightening your legs. Good, and then eventually your core will relax, your head will relax. Just breathe. Okay, it's one more here. And then follow me because it's different. You're gonna crawl to the back of your mat, okay? Back of your mat, it's left side high lunge. left side. So your left leg faces the back. Your right heel is lifted. Your arms come up. Just find it here. Good, breathe. Stay with it. All right, it's just one. Then I want you to bring a little bend into your right knee, pick it up, and then bring it to touch. It's chair pose. Let's sit low. Sit low at the back of your mat. Breathe. Squeeze your knees together. Good, it's one. All right, bow forward. Still facing the back of your mat. Follow me, okay? Halfway lift. Forward fold. Let's rise all the way up. Good, bow down. Halfway lift. Still facing the back of your mat. Set up plank, high plank, belly tight. Then you'll just drop to your knees. You'll find your table, pause. Again, find the stacking. You're in tabletop facing the back of your mat. And then you'll move, okay? Sway circle. Maybe you get a little bit more into each movement here. You're feeling a little bit more nimble. Supple, I meant. Keep going. And then when you are ready, maybe there's a cat-cow here. Go for two. Good, go for one. And then when you're ready, I want you to bring your left foot through and come to that low lunge. So come up to stand first, stack your shoulders over your hips. Your left foot is forward, you're still facing the back. And then again, you might play with your hands, kind of sandwiching your core as you shift forward and back. Try to keep your core engaged. Okay, all throughout our practice, we're holding on to this tight core. Keep going a couple more times. Open up your hip. Good, and then when you're ready, you'll come all the way through into your low lunge, hands on either side of your left foot. Really good, breathe. Stay in. Two. Keep leaning into it. Good, it's one. Okay, you'll tuck your right toes under, you'll lift your right knee off, and then crawl back to that side fold, wide-legged fold. This time, let yourself go a little bit deeper, okay? Let yourself go deeper into it, pushing down into your heels. Keep your legs straight, okay? Legs straight is your priority. Just breathe. Good, hold it. 3. 2. 1. Okay, lift yourself halfway, turn to the side. It's your high lunge. I'm supposed to turn to the front. High lunge on the right. High lunge. Sorry, my instruction was not clear. Hip square. Root into your front heel. Root into your back toes as you lift that back heel up. Good, nice and steady. Take 1. And then simple. You bend, you bring it forward. It's your chair pose. Sit low. Good, big toes touch, knees touch. Stay lifted, chest high. 1. All right, let's fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bow your chest. Let's rise all the way up. And just fold forward. Really good. Halfway, breathe in. Let's send it back to table, pause. I mean plank first. So Sorry guys, my words today. And then it's table. Let's bend our knees. And let's just land in it. Okay, land in it. Take a moment. When you are ready, you're gonna add on. You'll sway, you'll circle. Good, take one more. And then you'll make your way into your downward facing dog. We'll push into our toes to take it up and back. Maybe you pedal for this first down dog. Good, hold. Stay lifted. It's one. Hold it. And let's keep it simple. Bring your feet to touch behind you. Lift your right leg high. And then just set it right forward, right through for your high lunge on the right side again. Let's come up. Good. Now, you're gonna bring yourself into that shape. So let's bring our right hand in front, our left hand behind. I want you to kick off your back. So kick off your back knee. You'll go a couple times if you need to, right into your warrior three. Okay, you might have to try it a couple times. Get there. Get to warrior three, holding onto your core if you can. Let's zip up your top leg. Zip up your belly. Awesome, it's one. Feet touch, let's sit right down. As you exhale, push into your heels, stand right up. Good, reach your arms up all the way. And just fold forward. Stay with me, okay? Halfway lift. Right foot will stay, left foot steps back. Let's find easy twist. Left hand down, right arm twist up. Good, breathe. Hold it here. You have two. Stay in. You have one. All right, we're gonna crawl it to the left again. Turn your toes to the left. Follow me. I'm gonna face you because I wanna show you what you're doing. Start into your regular fold. And then can you start to bend a little bit? Bending one knee, then the other. Hands on the mat. If not the mat, then you have a block ideally or something under you. But it's two. Keep going. It's one. Then go to the back of your mat, Skandasana, bending into your left, right toes go up. Let's just pause in Skandasana. Okay, palms together or palms on the ground, bending into your back leg. So I'll show you what it looks like. You're bending into your left, your right toes are straight. This is option one. Option two, you're lower. Option three, you're all the way down. Good, breathe. Hold it. Chill. Beautiful, stay in, it's just one. Okay, we're gonna crawl it to the top. We're gonna square our shoulders, put your hands on the mat, and then just send your right leg behind. It's your plank. Let's drop our knees, it's our table. Hold still, move if you need to. Good, just one. All right, let's go up and back, downward facing. Pedal here. Good, get empty. Feet touch behind you, left leg lifts up all the way. Good, then step it right through, it's high lunge. Hip square rise. So little thing, I talked about it a little bit yesterday. Every time I step forward in high lunge, I always take my back foot out a little bit because you want to get your feet wide. They're as wide as your hips, okay? They're not in one line. Good, and then from here, bring one hand in front, one hand behind. Let's bend. Let's kick off. Let's kick off. Just pause. Find it. Good, find it. Breathe. It's two. Core tight. It's one. Okay, feet touch, sit low. From your chair, push through your heels. Let's stand up. Good. Reach your arms up all the way. Bow your chest. Halfway lift. Left foot stays, right foot steps back. It's your twisted lunge. So it's right hand down, left arm reaches up. Let's twist. Breathe here. Straighten your right leg in the twisted lunge and make sure that heel, you might have to look back. Make sure your heel is right above your toes. Sometimes we like, either it goes out or in, it caves in. I want you to keep it right on top of the toes. Good, it's one. Okay, let's crawl. Crawl to the right. Turn your toes to the right this time. Find your fold first. And then with your hands rooted into something, can you start to just sway from side to side? It should feel really nice on your hips. Couple here. Good. Awesome. And then when you're ready, we'll go Skandasana at the back. So bending into your right, left toes go up, left leg straight. So I'm in the lowest, right? If this doesn't feel good for you, you're a little bit higher up. Same thing, same principle. Bend the back, straighten the front. Toes point up. Good, breathe. Cut two. One. And then simple. Let's start to crawl to the top. Square your shoulders. You'll take it back to plank, pause. And then from your plank, nice and strong, just drop your knees, find your table, pause. You can move or you can stay here. Good, and then as a little rest, we're gonna take child's pose, knees nice and wide, feet together. Make your way back into your child. Just breathe. Come back. We're just gonna do one more flow, okay? Making our way back down to the ground. Whenever you're ready, okay? In the next breath or two, make your way through table. And then from table, we'll find our downward dog. If you're already in down dog, just wait there. Awesome job. Bring your feet to touch. Take your right leg up all the way. Now step it through. Find your high lunge. Hips square, feet hip width. Let's rise up. Good, and then right away, bend into the back knee, kick off, find your warrior three. Beautiful. And then simple, keep holding on to that tight core. You'll stand with that knee up. Left knee comes forward, it's eagle. Left leg on top, left arm underneath. Beautiful, breathe. Hold it. 2. 1. Undo. I want you to go all the way down into your standing split. Just hinge forward. Keep that top leg strong. Good, it's 2. Stay in. We're gonna get into Skandasana right away. So we're gonna bend our standing leg, keep that back foot engaged, land your back toes on the mat, and then right away, crawl to the back, find your Skandasana. Get low. Skandasana at the back, hold it there. Awesome. Good, you're gonna crawl now, Skandasana to the top, pause at the top. Awesome. You're gonna crawl again, Skandasana to the back, pause. And then simple, just get your, so I always say in Skandasana, I want your bum off the mat. We're gonna do the opposite. We're just gonna sit our bums down and then pick up our left leg, just come forward. So you should look like something like this. Your hips are square, Your left knee is bent. Let's keep our left foot about hip distance from the right thigh. We've done this pose here and there. You're gonna start to, step one is to find your sits bones, hands together, just start to lean forward. Try to keep that knee facing right up to the ceiling, okay? It's tricky. If you have it, you'll go for the bind here. So it's left arm in front, right arm behind. And the bind does two things. One, the bind gets your leg out of the way so you can fold lower. It also helps you to keep the knee in place, the left knee in place. Yeah, really good. Hold it here. It's just two. Stay in. Awesome job. It's one. Stay with me. Okay, we'll sit up. Pick up your left leg, one hand to your knee, one hand to your ankle. Let's just rock it. Nice. Good. So from here, we've talked about this a bunch, right? The next steps are option one, you start to just bring your leg a little bit closer to your chest. And then for option two, this is like the biggest jump. I know I can't do this today. I'm feeling very tight, but you would start to wear your knee over your shoulder. And then once you really have it over, you can go for the compass, straightening out your left leg. Your right hand is on the left leg for the compass pose. I don't know why I keep saying the. Good. Take one here wherever you are. Then I want you to just bring your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Okay. Yeah, so nice, Karen. Wow. Reach your right arm up. Bring it to the outside of your left knee and find your twist. Nice long spine as you twist. Sits bones are still on the ground, okay? You're supported by both halves of your seat. I don't have a watch today, so I'm just checking the time on my phone. Good, it's two. It's one. Okay, you'll turn to center, and then let's just find our half or full shoelace. You decide what you want to do. So half shoelace, my left knee is on top, my heel is super close to my right hip bone. And then for full, I just bend the bottom leg in as well. Sit tall. Get your sits bones on the ground. Whew. It's a deep hip opener just sitting up. So you can start to fold, but I want you to feel that as you fold, you still have that connection. Wow. Between your sits bones on the ground. Good, breathe. Stay with it. It's two. One. Awesome, let's undo. So we're gonna pick up our left. First straighten your right, if you bent it. Pick up your left. I want you to come back to Skandasana. So notice that you're facing forward right now. I want you to start to turn your left foot out and then pick up your hips for your Skandasana. So you should be facing the left side in Skandasana. And then when you're ready, just crawl it to the top. Pick up that right leg, take it back. We'll bend our knee, heel to bum. So you're in three-legged dog on the right. Just take a couple moments here, maybe roll out your ankle. Awesome job. Bring it down when you're ready. Guys, it's gonna be an Easter miracle if I remember exactly what we did on the other side. So you're gonna start with your feet together. Pick up your left leg, step it forward, find your lunge, your high lunge. Let's rise up. Good, and then right away, we bring our hands into position. We bend the back knee and take off. Woo! Find it. Okay, it might take a couple tries. Beautiful. Okay, holding on to that tight core. Start to stand, lift your chest, bend your right knee. Bring it forward. Go slow. The slower the better. Okay, let's get into our eagle. Right leg on top. Right arm underneath. Good, just breathe. Hug into your center line. So you're squeezing your knees together. You're squeezing your arms together. For full expression, you go for the full bind. Good, it's one. Then I want you to just keep that leg lifted. Start to hinge, hinge. Find your, what is this? Your standing split. Good, hinge forward. Zip up that top leg. Good, it's two. Okay, it's one. You're gonna flex that right foot, start to bend your left knee. Slowly, you land in your Skandasana. So we land our back foot, then we crawl to the right, Skandasana, get low. Chest up. Beautiful job. From here, crawl it to the top, Skandasana 2. Pause. Good. Crawl it back, Skandasana 3. Get low. Pause. Great. And then from here, it's that weird little, what we don't want to do is collapse, but here I want you to collapse. So start to get your bum down first. Good. Once your bum is down, pick up your right and just turn to the front. Turn to the front. Make sure that foot has a nice amount of space from the thigh. Okay, so step one, find your sits bones, fingers touch, let's lean forward. Good. Number 2 is to go for the bind. If you want to play with that. Nice and low. Just breathe. It's one. Good job. Let's come up. Let's pick up that leg. And then play with your variation, whatever you would like to do towards compass here. If you want to go deeper, wow. It's just not happening for me today, so I'm going to stay right here. Really good. Nice. And then whenever you're ready, you'll bring this foot down to the outside of your left knee. Let's find our sits bones, okay? Reach up with your left arm, bring it down in front, and then find your twist. Long spine here. Good, that's one. Okay, back to center. Find your half or full shoelace. Okay, make your priority sits bones on the ground. Right knee on top, and then you can fold, or it's both knees bent. Find it first, and then you can worry about folding. Great job. You have 2 here. Okay, let's come up. So we're going in reverse back to Skandasana. So straighten out your left leg first. Pick up your right, bring it here first. Okay, then maybe it'll make more sense on this side. I'm going to start to walk this foot kind of out so that I can pull myself up into the pose. Okay, so I was here, I just start to walk my right foot more to the right, turning my toes to the right. When I feel I can get a good grip with that heel, belly is tight, I lift myself back up to Skandasana. or not. Yes. So good. Okay, good. And then from Skandasana, let's just crawl it to the top. You're gonna push into your palms, lift your left leg up and back. Just find three-legged dog, okay? To close it out here. Three-legged dog. Little rotation of your ankle if that feels good. Good. And then bring yourself to down dog. Pedal it out. I'm going to give you two options to finish. I want you to try to be with me in the more challenging pose. So let's just come down to our knees. Your options are to take frog pose or child's pose. Sorry, I forgot the name. So child's pose, you know, feet together, knees wide, we'll sink back. Okay, if you want to go for frog, I advise if you're just doing it for the first couple of times, turn to the side of your mat so you can use the whole length of your mat. And then we bend in the top and bottom edges for a nice double layer, okay? Then we're gonna bring our knees wider than they would be in frog. I feel like it's like double hip width, at least, okay? Really wide. Toes are turned to the side. So know how we started with half frog? You're doing that same shape now on both sides. There's a 90-degree angle in my knees, in my hips, in my ankles. My toes are turned to the sides. This bend here is important, okay? Because what I find before you go down, I find people start to go forward and then they fold. Well, you've lost the hip opening because you've lost that angle. I want you to keep the 90-degree bend at your hips and then get low, just right there. It's a great one to do with, well, let me show you actually. Hopefully you're there, you can stay. It's a great one to do with blocks. If you're just learning the pose, it can be a lot. Bringing the block, it's going to be like this under my chest. Takes away like the work of holding yourself up, right? Because we're opening up our hip and we're holding ourselves. So if you lean into something, it'll help just ease up a little bit of the tension. Great. So in the next minute, you'll make your way out of this pose and onto your back. Okay, don't rush. I'll show you how to come out safely. And almost nobody listens here, but I want you to try to listen. Okay, so the safest way to come out of the pose is to come up and then bring your forearms to the ground. Army crawl yourself forward until you do have straight legs or your hips are down, your legs are as straight as can be. And then we'll slowly, there's no rush, we'll use our toes and walk our feet in. Okay, I know it's a lot. It's a whole process. And then once you feel good to come up, pull yourself up, straighten out your mat. Okay, we'll lie down with feet wide, knees touching. Just as a little counter pose to our frog pose. And you can stay here or move into something else for your final rest. Whatever allows you to fully surrender, that you don't feel you're holding yourself up in any way. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Reach your arms overhead, take a full body stretch. And roll into the fetal position on one side. With your eyes closed, find a seat at the top of your mat. Palms together at heart center. Big breath in. Open and sigh. Thumbs to your forehead center. Namaste. Thank you.